Hello there, puzzle friends again. We are here today. I wanted to show you how you can sort your pieces according to shape. We've already shown a video where you can sort your pieces regarding to the color or regarding to the place where they belong on the jigsaw puzzle, on the image of the jigsaw puzzle. Today we are sorting here, as you may see, when it comes to shape. Why do we want to do that? Well, actually, the most significant reason is that you do that when you have pieces that are the same color, such as the sky, for example, or they are very similar color, also the sky, or maybe some trees, some clouds, some mountains that are, maybe they are somewhat different when it comes to color, but then they don't have, but then again they don't have a distinct shape, a distinct motive that you can say, this piece is next to this piece, and then go on with straight lines or windows, or you know the idea. So actually, let me show you. As you can see here, the pieces we have, when at first glance you can already see that they are not very different when it comes to color. This may be a little bit darker, but then again these are the edge pieces, or they may look so that they are darker because the background is brighter than this one. But then again, let's see what we have today to work. It's a Zelda for Nintendo fans. It's a map, and as you can see, the map doesn't actually have any distinct places, a lake or I don't know, something like this. That's a different color. Okay, we make this, we go on, and so on. A lot of jigsaw puzzle pieces, not jigsaw puzzle pieces, a lot of jigsaw puzzles that are supposed to be impossible jigsaw puzzles, they do have a small amount of, I don't know, let's say red pieces from Finding Nemo, for example. They have, I don't remember, they have one Dory and 1000 Nemos or something like this, or the other way, I'm not sure. And they are supposed to be impossible because you cannot actually distinguish or make groups on this specific occasion. If they are really more difficult or not, I haven't done any one of them yet, so I cannot tell you from personal experience. But if you do this method here, you will eventually proceed, and you will, if you have enough patience, which is very important if you are into the jigsaw puzzle hobby thing. If you have patience, you will carry on, and as you put the pieces together, then there are less pieces that you have to search, less pieces and less, and eventually you will get there. Sometimes it's somewhat annoying because you don't see that you don't make any progress or something like this. So this method, as we see here, you do it before you start puzzling. It's somewhat boring, at least for me it's boring, but in the end it will help you go faster on the next phase, on the funny phase, as I like to say. So let's see, what do we have here. As you can see, I have the edge pieces here on the white cupboard that we're putting the puzzle on. As you can see, this white cupboard is very good to this theme when it comes to color, because you can distinguish the small differences. You cannot see it from that distance, but there are some details on the piece here. There are some details on the piece that they actually show, but if you put them on the white canvas, you can see them better. So what themes we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4 themes. These and these are the opposite, and these are the opposite. What I mean? So as you can see here, here are the pieces. These pieces are, here is the edge piece, the border, and as you can see here, both knobs, as I can say, they are intruding. The opposites are these, also both pieces would be protruding. Let's see them here. And these one is intruding, one is protruding. Here are the left one is intruding and the right one is protruding, and this is the opposite, also the other direction. As you can see here on these pieces that I have on my hand, and I did on purpose put these pieces on my hand, you may think, no, they're not exactly the same. This is intruding and this is protruding. Also, I mean the knobs that opposite of the border. Yes, you are right there. But when we make the border as the first thing that we make, in which is probably most of the cases, then that doesn't matter if they are protruding or intruding. So for this reason, I didn't make them in a different category. If you want to make them, you can do so, but it will not make any sense if you make the border as the first thing you do. If you have another approach, then it may make a scene to do these things other way. So let's see what are the pieces inside. Here is my cupboard, which I will already talked about. It's part of an old box, which I cut to use it for my Jigsaw Puzzle adventures, should I say. Here we have a group that has 3 knobs out protruding, 3 knobs protruding, 3 knobs protruding, and 1 knob intruding. I like to call them these the 3-way protruding pieces or something like this. Everybody has these specific names. It doesn't really matter as long as you understand what you mean. As you can see, I have put them all on facing the same direction. That means the intruding piece is on the base, if you look them at this like this, and the other are from the opposite side. The reason I do put them like this is because if you are searching for a specific piece, you are going to find it very quicker this way. If the cutting is good from the Jigsaw Puzzle manufacturer, as is in some cases of Ravensburger puzzles, for example, the knobs may be very different. These may be slanted, these may be very big, these may be very small, and in this way you can find it quicker. This piece goes there and this piece goes there. But as I said, it's in some cases of some puzzle and in some cases of Ravensburger, because Ravensburger doesn't always have the pieces made like this, sadly. This is another group. These are the most common pieces, as I like to say. The opposites are protruding, the opposites are intruding. Fun fact, this type of piece I have on my channel. If you want to subscribe, you can see it on the video. So let's see, what else do we have? We have these pieces, which are all the way protruding. All 4 sides are protruding. These actually do not have any orientation. And as you can imagine, we have exactly the opposite, which is all 4s are intruding. Here you can see it clearly. Then we have 3 intruding, 1 protruding, again in the same direction. These are also the same, also 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, and the last group is 2 protruding, but they are consecutive, also one next to the other, and the two protruding. You may think, yeah, okay, I understand why you do, I understand what you have done there, but does it really make any sense? Does it help me in any way? Well, it does. And I will tell you now why and how. Let's say you want to find the matching for this piece. Let me bring it closer to you here. Also, that means you have to find, let's search for this one, for example. You have to find a piece that's intruding, because this is protruding. That means that these pieces here, this group, does not interest you at all. You don't look at them at all. This group also does not interest you. Here you may find it, as you can see, because they're intruding. Or here, because they're intruding. And in some cases, you can also find them here on the edge pieces. The edge pieces, I did put them separately, because you don't know if they're facing this way or this way or this way. So I put them on the edge, because you don't know what they are, which way they are supposed to go. So I haven't actually looked any pieces yet, so I cannot demonstrate it to you, but you can also do a trial and error, which is not what I usually do, but then again a lot of people do, because it also brings them something in. It's also a way to work out. This thing will also carry on the next, when you have a picture and made some of this, you may find a place where, let's say, this is yet an example. Let's say you have these pieces, something like this. Let me put them on my hand, you will see them better. You have something like this. That means here you have to find a piece that has an edge or something like this. So it would be this piece, for example, or this piece. Either way, so. You have to try it, or this piece. That means you have 1, 2, 3 groups out of 3, 4, 5, 6 possible groups. So as you can imagine, this technique saves you a lot of time. But try them for yourself out, and you will see what I mean. Or maybe you have already tried it. If you do, or if you have another technique, you can always write in the comments. You can feel free to ask any questions if you have, and I will do my best to get to it, to take to your comments and answer them. That's it from me for today. Thanks for watching. Happy puzzling and stay safe.